Okay, this is the P2 paper from January 2024. It's question number 3, and this is an exponentials and logs question, in particular logs and the non-linear data stuff and a little bit of modelling going on. Let's read the question and see what we've got. So it says the amount of money raised for a charity is being monitored. The amount is D, T months after monitoring began, and it tells us that we've got, this log equation here, and it says, can we rewrite this in this format here? Well, yeah, absolutely we can. Part A, this is very standard to this particular topic. It says D equals A, B to the T. Let's log both sides. We're going to log base 10 because that's what it says in the question. So log base 10 of both sides here. And then looking at this right-hand side here, we can split this up. First of all, I've got log AB here, which can be log A plus log B, one of our log rules. So I'm going to get log 10D is equal to log 10A plus log 10B to the T. And we've got another one of our log rules here, which is if we've got log A to the N here, what we can do is take the power down there. So we're going to do that one. Let's get rid of both of those bits of working out. So we're going to end up with log 10D equals log 10A plus T log 10B. And now let's just compare that with what we were given in the question, which was log 10D is equal to 1.04 plus 0.38t, and what that means is that straight away can be equated to that. Log 10a is going to be 1.04, and then the coefficient with the t there is the same as the coefficient with the t there. So I'm going to get log 10a is equal to 1.04 and be able to solve that. And I'm going to get log 10b is equal to 0.38 and solve that. Well, one of our other log rules is the idea of being able to take a power statement, A, B equals N, and change that into a log statement. If we're going to change it into a log statement, the base of the log is the same as the base of the power, and we know that a logarithm is a power, so the N stays there and the B becomes there. We need to be able to jump about between those two, and if I move that out of the way, using that then for our first statements, A is equal to 10 to the power of 1.04, and here B will be equal to 10 to the power of 0.38. Let's get rid of that because it's in the way. So from that we can work out what both of those are. So A is going to be 10.96478. B is going to be 2.399. And then what did it ask? It says, give your answer of T. For this part, give both of them to 4 significant figures. So we're going to get that A is 10.96. And B I've already got. B is 2.399 then. Let's just get rid of the highlighters. Obviously you would never use highlighters in your exam. So yeah, that's part A done. Maybe just tidy it up to actually write it down as in the right format. 10.96, 2.399 to the power T. Okay, so can we write this in that format? Yeah, we've been able to do that. What does part B say then? So part B says, when T is equal to T, the total amount of money is 45,000. Can we find T? So D is going to be equal to 45,000. And can I work out what T is? Yes, it's going to be an exponential equation to solve. Let's get going with it. So we've got that 45,000 is equal to 10.96, 2.399, and they said T, so I might as well put it as a capital T there. We just need to rearrange that then. So I'm going to get 2.399 to the power T is 45,000 divided by 10.96. So we're going to get 2.399 to the power t is equal to whatever that is. 4105 I'll just put a couple of decimals from but keep the whole number on the calculator. And then how do we sort out an equation where we've got our unknown as the powers there? Well, again, we use logs, don't we? So if I take log of both sides, log 2.399t is going to be log of this number here. And then the whole point about doing that is using the same rule as we did previously. We can now take this t down following one of our log rules. So we get t log 2.399 is equal to log 4105.839. And so t is equal to one of them divided by the other one. So take me a time to write it down. 2.399. And then whatever that works out to be, and again, let's just check the number of decimal places, or give me your answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, so t works out to be 9.508, but I'm going to call that 9.51. So that's the number of months for it to get to 45,000. Okay, part C then says, charity wants to raise 350,000. Okay, perfect. And wants to do that within 12 months. According to the model, determine whether or not the charity achieves the aim. Okay, yeah, let's just put t equals 12 in and see what the total comes to. So for part C, we've got that D equals 10.96 2.399 to the t, haven't we? And in fact, I'm just going to put the 12 straight in there. Let's find out what it is when t equals 12. So subbing that in gives us 398,266.278, which is greater than 350,000. So yeah, before the 12 months, after 12 months, I got 398,000. So just put that in words, I guess. After 12 months, they have 398,266. Therefore, do answer the question. Yes, they have achieved their aim. They have achieved their aim. Okay, so that's question number 3 all done. Hopefully that all makes sense to everybody.